Shonen is a genre of anime that is popular and widely known. The shonen genre is usually popular among teenagers because this genre targets the youth market. Not only youngsters, many adults are also interested in this genre. The theme adapted from shonen itself is around friendship, adventure, family, and the search for identity. Welcome back to Anichiwa, and today I will give you the list of the best shonen anime part 2. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest video. So, let's get started! Number 10. Slam Dunk, one of the best sport anime of the time. Even now, this anime still has its own place for sport anime fans. The story of Slam Dunk revolves around a teenager named Hanamichi Sakuragi, a delinquent who is always rejected by the girls he likes. Until one day, he met a girl named Akaki Haruko and invited him to join the high school basketball team. Although he has never had any experience of playing basketball, Hanamichi is determined to join the club in order to impress Haruko. The comedy elements in this anime is so funny that you won't be bored to watch it. Number 9. Kakekurui. Life is camp, which is a pretty accurate word to describe this Kakekurui anime. From the beginning, this anime has taught the consequences they will cut if they underestimate and think that gambling is just a game, from being treated like a slave and having no pride if they lose in gambling. Kakekurui belongs to psychology genre, which is slightly mixed with drama. This anime sets in the Hyakko Private Academy, where this school applies strict school rules that is different from other schools in general. This academy has a strong tradition and rules regarding gambling matters. The school legalizes gambling. The winners will get everything and become the rulers in the school, and the losers will become slaves and treated like pets. The graphic shown in this anime is quite interesting, especially the facial expressions of the characters, like how they really enjoy the gambling. Number 8. Maki, the Labyrinth of Magic. Broadcast in fall 2012, this anime has a long and complex storyline. Not only filled with action scenes, but it also talks in some nasty comedy, especially the character Aladdin, who is very perverted. The story begins when several strange labyrinths emerge and scatter all over the world. Apart from hiding extraordinary treasure, this maze is also full of mystery. It is rumored that these labyrinths or dungeons are the work of Maki, a rare magician in the past. Number 7. Saiki Kusuo no Sainan. Even though the graphics presented in this anime is quite ordinary, the story of this anime is very entertaining, especially the characters who always act silly and stupid. The story begins when a teenager named Saiki Kusuo was born with supernatural talents and abilities. Since he has a great talent, you must think that Saiki will definitely has an easy life, but Saiki chose not to live an easy life with his ability. Everything started when he was a child. He always won the Jangan game and didn't even lose. This made the local media interested in Saiki. Since then, he thought he will not use his talent and ability in front of public anymore. Number 6. Skate Dance. Talking about comedy anime, Skate Dance is an epic comedy anime at that time. Besides the comedy element, this anime is also accompanied by a romantic story between the characters. Moreover, it features many unique characters with their unique personalities and the appearance. The Skate Dance tells about the journey of the volunteer club at Kaime High School. Skate itself stands for support, kindness, encouragement, and troubleshoot. This club was created to solve every problem raised by school staff and students. Number 5. Nisekoi. This anime is one of the most popular romantic comedies with a pretty good story. Using the theme of the high school years, this anime shows many complicated but exciting love stories to watch. It started when Ichiko Raku, the son of the Yakuza boss, and Kirisaki Chitoge was brought together. Since then, the conflict between Ichiko and Chitoge occurs. Starting from his promise of the past, then the girl close to him slowly opened up Ichiko's past memories. Well, in the past, he promised to marry a girl with the locket he always wore and the locket that he gave to that mysterious girl. This is a romantic comedy journey to find out who is the real girl Ichigo met in the past. Number 4. One Piece. It's a fact that One Piece is the best-selling manga in Japanese manga history, which is sold more than 260 million copies. No wonder One Piece becomes very popular all over the world. This anime tells the story of a boy named Monkey D. Luffy who aspires to become the king of pirates and find One Piece, which is the treasure left by the former pirate king named Gold T. Roger. It can be said that One Piece is a treasure from Gold T. Roger who inspired all pirates around the world. As Roger said, it triggered the start of the golden age of pirates. Number 3. Shokugeki no Soma. If you like cooking, this anime is a must-watch. Not only showing cooking scenes, this anime also presents comedy scenes that are quite interesting and entertaining. One more thing that characterizes this anime is the expressions of the characters eating food. Not only does it create a full tummy effect, but it also creates vision. The story of Shokugeki no Soma revolves around a young man named Soma Yukihira who worked at his father's food shop and learned to cook from his father. When he was in high school, Soma received a challenge from his father that he has to survive in an elite cooking academy, where every year only about 10% of students graduate from the academy. Number 2. Auno Exorcist. This anime sets in a world filled with magic. This anime is also filled with many action and comedy scenes. The story centers on a teenager named Rin Okumura who works as an exorcist. His looks is like a human, but actually, he is the son of a demon king. Also being the son of a demon king, Rin lives in the human world and mingles with humans. For the graphic shown, this anime is pretty good considering this anime is quite old. Number 1. Gintama. For those of you who like anime, you must be familiar with this anime. Gintama is one of the best-selling and top-rating anime in Japan. Not only does it show absurd parody of comedy, this anime also displays action scenes that are quite good with epic battles between characters. The story begins during the Edo period. An alien named Amanto arrived and intended to attack the Earth. After several years of war, the humans acknowledged its defeat and accepted the conquest of alien. The story goes on, a former warrior named Sakatai Kintoki established a business called Yorozura. Together with Kagura and Shinpachi, they were willing to do any work as long as being paid, so that they could survive. Well, that is the list of the best shonen anime part 2. Is there any of your favorite anime on this list? If there is, write in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys on the next video. Bye!